Ladies and gentlemen, I know you see this live Raw after Mania. This is crazy. We now have a new faction. Tell me you saw this coming. Because you didn't. You didn't. Oh my God. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. And they taking out Punk and Roman Reigns right from the giddy up. Oh, yeah, holy shit chance. Paul Levesque name been on the credits. Ooh. Okay, come. Hey, Roman, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We got to put Nikes to ass. Nikes to ass. Come on. Oh, yeah, he about to catch him. He about to catch him. He about to spear the. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mock speed. Oh, I pressed the button on the phone. Why? How? Jesus Christ. And the Android is on a lock. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Did it just end? Oh. I know you've seen it, though. I've seen it. What are we calling this? This Heyman's camp. This is Heyman's camp. I don't know what we calling it. I don't know what we doing with it. This is crazy. Franklin, what up? I see you in the chat, big dog. Oh, that's what you right. But I got the two. I got the iPhone and I got the Android. And I'm talking to y'all on my laptop. I'm doing everything I can. Did you Great Raw after Mania? Just because of that. Just because of that. And a couple other things. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. We're gonna talk about a lot, but I don't know what you want to call this Paul Heyman team. Paul Heyman had just started talking about the Unholy Alliance. I like that. I like that. Um, but yo, Braun Breaker putting Roman Reigns, spearing him through the barricade is bananas. One, because you got in the WWE, there's only two spears that really mean anything, and it's Romans and it's Bronze. And Bronze have been going viral. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna hold you like this. This is in. Oh, let me. Yo, VDM bomb. What up? Shout out from Brazil, brother. I see you in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have people from long distance. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got two phones. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tap in. We about to make a tag, you know what I'm saying? Just like you had these two people to make a tag. Oh shit, what the hell I just did? Hold on, what the fuck I just did? Hold up, hold up. There we go. I pressed the wrong button. Ready? We gonna do bang. This is about to be a crazy one. This is about to be a crazy one.
You sure? I don't think too much happened tonight.
Yeah, someone mute his mic. Hey yo! He ain't
What's
watched the
up?
same show we watched. He was watching WCW Nitro. You watched
I was watching Thunder.
he was, yo, did you catch the end?
I liked it and I didn't like it.
Okay. I want to hear this perspective.
I
We got to
like
hear
it
this.
because Braun Breaker as a heavy is crazy. But don't take him immediately out of the Intercontinental title picture. And that's my only thing. I damn sure didn't see that coming.
Damn sure did. He made a mention of it this weekend too about Roman has given him permission to work with Braun behind the scenes. He openly said that in an interview.
Paul Heyman been wilding. First of all, he just did an interview where he was like, he was talking about people getting deported, and Paul Heyman has been acting different
On Demon Time.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Because I ain't gonna be on here all night. I got a draft to go prepare for.
Hey, Archie, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Let me put that on the bottom if you haven't. That is this Wednesday. Sign up for the transfer portal this Wednesday, 8:15-ish.
8:15-ish. We're gonna be live Wednesday for the Wednesday night. You got my logos I sent you?
Which one you want to put up first, big dog? You know
I
I
just
got you.
sent you. I just sent them so you can have them. Wednesday, we're doing something that's never been done before. We drafted. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later because we gotta get through this raw. A lot to talk about, and like I say, I gotta go prepare for the draft because this. Look, it's serious business over here. Shout out to everybody that's in the transfer portal. I'll let you know what that is in a little bit, and shout out to everybody that may want to join the transfer portal because we about to have a whole lot of fun right here on Attitude Era Podcast, like they did tonight and Monday Night Raw. They had a whole lot of fun.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I love the end.
You
Right?
see,
But I
I'm
ain't
at a
see it
different
coming.
angle. I'm changing up the setup and everything for this draft. You hear me? It's gonna be different. I'm normally not. I'm sitting sideways like Paul Wall in them right now because look, the war room is being prepared for this draft, and yeah, Void. I like it, and I didn't like it, but we'll get back into that. Let's start at the top, HP. I'm gonna let you drive tonight.
You said to start at the top.
I mean,
Um,
wherever you want to start at.
yeah, we damn, it's so much that happened. I didn't even take no notes. We're gonna go back in my brain. What was the first match? I believe it was
You
the
talked about
women's
Randy
tag.
and Cena.
Oh, that was the bro. This Raw had. I gotta give it a 10 out of 10, bro. Gotta give it. It had all the things I needed, but
I
we're gonna
got a
start there.
question, and it might be a crazy question, right? Could every Monday Night Raw be like this?
I don't think so.
I mean, not to this where you got the debuts and whatnot, but you have things that excite people. You can give people something exciting every week, I believe.
Yeah, but I don't think to this match. But I think you can give them definitely eights every week. You should be able to produce eights. NXT was doing it, so yeah, a solid 8 every week should be a standard of Raw.
Okay, that's my
And then
question. But yeah, we
after a
getting it
PLE
though.
like this,
We getting us
um,
a once in a lifetime at this point. Randy, we knew Randy Orton was gonna be at Backlash, but we didn't know he was coming like this.
yeah, Cena gave us a new entrance with the same entrance.
Peace to just Eric. Peace, peace, peace. Ain't seen you in a minute, brother. Hope all is well in your world.
Yeah, we got a new I mean it's not new, he just no lights, you know what I'm saying? Just real dark, same song, same t-shirt, just made it all black. Same, it's John Cena. He's talking that shit. You cheering Cody, now you're booing Cody, blah blah blah. The real champ, the last champ, blah. And then he told people to take your cameras out, take a picture. But there was somebody in that picture, Randy Orton. And Randy Orton, I don't know if someone let me know if he had that black Air Forces on, because he definitely had the all black outfit, hoodie, looking mighty mysterious in the back of that picture as John Cena held.
That was a crazy shot too. That the way
Yeah,
they set that shot up, crazy.
shout out. They did a lot tonight. With little subtle things.
And
But
that's the
then
beauty of when you get a Randy Orton and a John Cena. We're not expecting no 5-star match, but they gonna give us something.
they gonna give something. That was so fire because he walked right into an RKO and John and Randy holding that belt. Maybe it's the last time, maybe he won't hold it again, but just seeing him with that belt standing over John Cena, it's just nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? But this time it's babyface Orton, heel Cena,
Randy
so
Orton is even when he was a baby, he wasn't a baby face. You know what I'm saying? Randy's been a menace his whole life.
yeah,
Will continue to be a menace. But I'm backlash. I'm already tuned in.
already sold. Sold. It's done. So it looked like we getting Randy Orton and John Cena. Only problem I have with that is I just don't expect Randy to take that belt off John this quick. So I kind of like,
I thought Randy should have beat Cody, so I'm cool with whatever at this point.
right. Yeah, and it's not gonna be as long as we get Randy and Cena, which looks like we're getting a backlash. I'm cool. But then again, we could be shocked because tonight was some shocking shit
All right,
all the way around
let's go.
from the beginning to the end. Then we get we get a female championship match, and out of respect, I always have to do this. Even though they old, they won them shits back. Liv Morgan, first 4-time women's champion with Raquel Rodriguez Diesel.
I
You know what I'm
said this
saying?
last night. That Becky Lynch return, I don't know. I don't understand it. You could have let Bailey do that. Unless she goes into a program with Lyra,
That's
I
what
don't.
it is. That's exactly what it was for.
But I don't see Becky being around no long period of time.
That's why you put her in there with Lyra. Get her a quick win, take that belt off her, put it on Becky. Hope to ascend the Intercontinental title. Remember we talked about that last night. I didn't agree with world champions. I think they're literally going to do that. See what happens. See what happens. And they can say that's another accolade for Becky Lynch. She's
Does
done it
Becky
all.
elevate that title though?
If she does a
They
moderate
tried to get
title,
Becky to
yes.
elevate the NXT women's title, and see how that worked out. That's when it was ping ponging Becky Lynch back and forth.
I think she can because Lyra didn't do nothing with the Intercontinental title. I think she had 2 matches, if that.
That's
She had
not.
more than
That's
2
booking
matches.
though. That's
That
booking.
is booking. That is booking. But
And it's
with
crazy
Becky,
because Lyra is starting to get over.
yeah. But that doesn't mean she can't lose it to Becky and win it back. You know what I'm saying?
But then we
And
hot
become a
potato and
two-time.
everything. Like hot potato sometimes is cool, but everything, we'll
Not
see.
everything. It's just you know, that US title looks like it's secure. You know, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But Liv wins the title back. Becky goes to hug Lyra, let her know, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be okay. No, the fuck is not okay. Okay, she stomped her out. You know what I'm saying? She smashed her whole shit in. You know what I'm saying? Kept giving her manhandle slams, multiple. Everybody was on demon time tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. I absolutely like it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I like to see people get their head kicked in. Just when you thought you were safe. Uh, uh, they gave us. I'm trying to think what was next. It might have been the debate that I was having with you, but we got a return tonight too. So not only did we get some new champs, but we got a return. We got the New Day. They getting ready to take on American Made or whatever.
Can I
No,
say this? And I don't mean no disrespect to the New Day. I just don't buy the New Day as heels.
I think that is.
They were so loving and cuddly and funny and fun that I think they're just like mean now. They're not heels, they're just mean. And it's like I'm just not buying the heel New Day. Because even when they do stuff, it's still damn near comical. When they took the plates off and Woods threw the alley hoop to Kofi and he slammed it, it's like I it's still with
I see
an
what you're saying.
element of lightheartedness to it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna ever break that. I
They're
don't. I
just
don't. I
nice
don't think they can
guys.
break.
Like you can't be a heel on TV then play video games with people on your channel, Woods, up, down, down. Y'all playing video games with our truth. Like y'all supposed to hate everybody right now.
No, not the video games. What are they playing? They playing Mario Kart.
I'm
Mario
just
Kart's
saying, I
all
just
time. They can't be a heel.
and that's the whole kayfabe thing again too. It's like some people like I'm just not buying it. I think they just kind of went dark, but they're not really heels. They've done, you know what I'm saying? The biggest thing they did heelish was telling Big E, we don't care that you broke your neck.
I think what they need to do is beat somebody down and start doing heelish actions, and then we might start to see it. Because
Because they're
when I
dressing
see
the
them,
part, they're talking the part, it's just not coming off as heels.
yeah, kayfabe is definitely dead. It ain't gonna matter. I look at it like a movie. I don't expect Michael B. Jordan to really be a vampire. You know what I'm saying? I just when you on screen, play your part. You know what I mean? Play your part. Uh, I will say this though, you got to do heelish shit. You're gonna have to start jumping people. You're gonna have to start snatching mics, running in on champion, cheating to win your matches, and not getting
Eddie
respect.
Guerrero wrote the heel handbook. It's only 3 rules: lie, cheat, and steal.
Yeah, Vel, the difference between Cena is performing like a heel. He feels the first thing he did was stab the biggest baby face in the back. That was the first thing he did, and then stick it to the fan. He followed the Hulk Hogan style playbook. That kid right there is part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Pointed the little motherfucker out. Uh, So seeing it works, I feel the same way about New Day. Like they're just too like do something. Do something that's heelish. Put somebody through a glass window and then tell them you went like, you know what I'm saying? Like I need to see you do something heelish. And until then, I feel like you're just giving wannabe heel promos, the broke your neck comment. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I do think they'll be good champions because right now Raw's tag
You
situation
know what
ain't.
it is? They still talk the same. It's the same. It's like nothing's really changed but the ring gear.
I think they need better, more talent. I'm not gonna say better, more talent over there. But somebody I put it on Ozell as Rusev versus Gunther. We about to get into that. So Rusev makes his return right in this match, and I would like to see Gunther and Rusev form some sort of alliance where they're like they don't respect the ring here. They don't respect the ring.
And you
They
know
put
what that's gonna end up being again? The
who?
League of Nations. And we don't want that.
I think if it's done properly, because Gunther is over enough
Well,
as
that's
a
what
heel.
Imperium was.
Yeah, but Imperium Rusev is a monster.
Gunther
So
turned up tonight too. Gunther was choking people. See, that's what the New Day need to do. What
yes,
Gunther did
yes,
tonight, Gunther put hands, feet, toes on everybody.
yeah. If they do something like that, I'm gonna be happy. Latino Flex, what up? They jumped Montez. Montez who? Uh, and then Tyree Home. You was waiting on Sammy to turn. Yeah, I think we all were, but
They drew that
um,
out a little too long. We're gonna get there. Yeah, Russo's back. We kind of had a little back and forth about that. We'll probably bring that to the Wednesday Night Wars. We'll get to there. But
yeah.
I
It'll
was
come
glad
back.
to see him. He looked good. I like when wrestlers return and the crowd don't forget about him. 5 years is a long time, and he still got a reaction. I think that's dope.
I think right now WWE is desperate for heels. He's
Because
perfect.
Rusev was the top of the food. He beat Cena. He had the thing with Cena. He came out in the tank at WrestleMania. Like Rusev was him
Was the
at one
dude.
point. He had the undefeated streak. Like
They
he,
I think they let Roman Reigns kind of squash him to get past his hump, and he didn't even get past it. He was just being forced. Remember when we got booed in Philly? Rusev was like the number one runner up in the Royal Rumbles. It was like Rusev and Roman, Rusev and Roman, and Rusev should have been Roman's how Randy was to John Cena. That's how I felt that was gonna be, and then it
yeah,
just
because
got
Rusev was he was they were behind him, like really behind him. And
at
again,
first.
so I'm gonna sidetrack real quick, but I think this is why that show that they're putting out, in the writers' room show, is gonna be very interesting. Of course, they're not gonna show us
You got another
everything.
show?
Yeah, well, it's the writers, and it goes into booking and storytelling, and I think that's gonna be fire.
I'm gonna watch it because you know I
Kind
like
of like a
booking and story.
WWE Hard Knocks type deal.
But I think it's just,
Of
if you
course, they're not gonna show
oversaturate
us
the market.
everything, but it'd be a cool little back peek into that. I was
I want
excited about Rusev. I was a Rusev fan, so
where we go after that? Let me see. V Bomb Rusev versus Gunther, good idea, but who's gonna win this match? Gunther's loss to Jay is complicated. I wouldn't even look at
Rusev
Gunther
and
versus
Gunther
Rusev
probably
because
won't even touch each other ever, like
yeah, they're
because
two heels.
they're two monsters. You don't want your monster cutting the legs off your monster.
Yeah, like it is if they're opposites, babyface and he like Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman went against Jacob. Braun Strowman went against Bronson Reed because they were both
Now
opposites.
Gunther, now if Rusev came out tonight and made the save for Cole and Pat McAfee, that's something else. But I think we're gonna get Pat McAfee and Gunther in the match, unless they were trying to write Pat McAfee off TV for a while.
I think they're trying to write him off TV. He probably got to go deal with that ESPN shit that Paul Heyman lit today.
Paul Heyman got somebody fired. Somebody got fired at ESPN today because of Paul
You
Heyman.
talk about that man smoking weed, popping gummies,
But they was
saying
turned.
Stephen
He
A.
was
Smith ain't shit.
Paul Heyman turned heel.
Dog, dog, real quick too.
Io and Stephanie, I think, was next, huh?
Who?
Io and Stephanie.
What's it? Oh, let. I didn't know I wanted this match.
Bro, this when I first saw it, I was like, yo, this could be a main event of a pay-per-view, bro.
It
Because
could very well be.
those two in the ring, I didn't think we was gonna get it tonight, but we got it, and it was fire.
I thought it was gonna say backlash or some shit, and then They said,
Because
"Yo, send that referee out.
when Kamish came out, the crowd booed because we know how wrestling go. We're not gonna do this tonight. We can do it at no, we've got it tonight. And it was
We got it tonight."
what I love about Io is they kind of let her wrestle the Japanese style, where she entertains the crowd and she engages with the crowd a lot.
Corey Graves saying Gunther is a crazy comment.
Damn, I forgot Corey Graves even was on commentary. See how quick they Mandela affect us? Corey
Corey
wasn't even
Graves
at
made that comment.
WrestleMania, was he? That's crazy.
No, ever since he spoke out about Pat McAfee and not, you know what I'm saying, and they got him up out of
And
there.
then
He barely
Carmella came
commented.
out talking about WWE kind of just dumped her and didn't even reach out. Yeah, so that whole little situation with Carmella and Graves is something that I don't know. It's like an oil spill. It's getting messier and wider.
I have a question now, and I'm seeing this chat talk about Steph getting her shine. When the fuck are they gonna take some of these NXT women up?
Well, we saw Stephanie tonight. We saw Julia tonight. We saw Roxanne Perez
Sam
tonight.
Press tonight. I would like to see that more often and then them stay
What
because
they
the women's
showed me
division.
tonight was the next 5 to 10 years in the women's division is solid. But what,
Easily. But
but
what they
the
also
men
show
they
me,
still trying to figure it out because what
with,
happened was with the men we get return of older stars. With the women we get debuts of new stars. That's two totally different things, but the women's division in WWE is in good hands for the next, like I say, 5 to 10 years, easy.
yeah. One thing I didn't like, and it made me understand something. Their women's division on Raw is not deep
No,
because as soon as EO started getting beat up, they sent out fucking Rhea Ripley to even the odds,
who
and then
else was it
challenge her.
in though? Maxine
But
Dupree
that's
already was out on TV.
yeah, but it's like that exactly. The rosters aren't deep on the women's side.
Jade, Bianca, and Naomi kind of still intertwined. Rhea like the only one who had nothing to do. Where's Mi Chen?
Big
Where's
Fab,
Zelina
they just
Vega? Since they sent Zelina Vega to SmackDown, no, she just won recently over Chelsea Green. Okay, yeah, so Zelina's active,
clean. She want a clean one too.
but that's it. Then you got Piper and
Yeah, where's
Alba
Dakota Kai?
in the her Dakota Kai out. She's up out of there. That's the one. They let her go.
Did I let her go?
Yeah, Dakota Kai got released, I believe. No, Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah,
damn, he over.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
wilding.
we just saw the ones we saw tonight, but like Frank said, it's Jada Park out there, so Rook out there, it's Kalani Jordy out there. It's so many women in NXT that's cooking, and when we got to see tonight, I like seeing Julia tonight. She stood out to me. Her and Roxanne, I don't know what they're doing with them two, but I'm here for it.
Roxanne got an early year in the Royal Rumble, set the
Roxanne
record for
Perez is
women's,
one of those who grew on me. Like her in ring work, I dig it.
and the crowd had a good response to Julia. It wasn't like Lyra Valkyrie's Royal Rumble entrance, no pop. Oh no, she
But
was getting
see,
popped.
WrestleMania is the perfect time to do that because that's more of an international crowd than the local crowd. So that those people from around the world are going to know those stars. Julia and Stephanie were stars around the world and Io. So that was the perfect place to do that. Now, if they just did that in like Canton, Ohio, shout out to Vinny, it wouldn't have got that reception. People wouldn't have been that into the match. Good match.
No, that's yeah. Why you even shooting shots, man?
I'm not
Like,
shooting shots. That's the first city I thought of.
Canton, Ohio. You ain't thinking like Newark, New Jersey,
Nah,
Jacksonville,
then you would have thought I
Florida,
was taking a shot at you. So
Dallas, Texas. Shit, Canton. I didn't even know that was a thing, bro. Shout out to people in Canton.
that's why the NFL Hall of Fame is.
Holy shit. Oh man, what was after that? Even if it's not even in order, I'm about to pull up my
No, it was a
media.
lot that happened tonight.
I would have put Rusev on the United States champion way against Jacob Fatu. You got to say you right now. You don't want your heels against your heels because you're just starting to get some heels back. Because remember, they only had like Drew for a minute. They was doing
Here's the
babyface
thing,
versus
though.
babyface.
Jacob's popularity is going to naturally turn him. He's going to get face reactions.
Yeah, he's really over. You see what Vinny said, brother.
Chill. Chill don't pay the bills. You heard 1-900 Hustler.
Oh my God. Um, Dom Mysterio. I don't know. JD McDonough makes his return. Dom gets an intercontinental. Yo, they was doing a lot of matches tonight. Intercontinental title
I
match.
don't like that Penta lost.
Why? Yo, these guys got to lose sometime, brother.
Bro, not in your first 3 weeks on the job.
Hey man, got to lose, man. Remember when who was that dude they repackaged as that Italian dude? Um,
From
and he lost to
Imperium,
Apollo Crews,
Vinci.
Vinci. Remember them? I mean, they repackaged him. He was like, all right, he's
Yeah,
finally
but
gonna
he
be good
wasn't
for the run.
Penta, bro. Penta, I think it's too early to lose. Because once you lose, that takes away your mystique. Yes, it was a fluke win. Jay McDonough's back. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make him look weak, but it's still a loss. But I'd rather the match went to like a no DQ or something.
Nah, you got to give Dom some. They trying to ride. Hey, they got money invested on Dom. They got money invested on Dom. So Penta is gonna do what Penta does. This loss don't hurt him. Don't have him lose clean,
And
which
see,
he
that's the
didn't.
thing. That's the space I don't want Penta to fall in, right? I said that about Seth Rollins. I said that about a few other people. They're loved so much that it doesn't matter if they win or lose. I said about Brian Breaker, right? And I don't want him to fall into that spot because I think that kind of kills the allure of Penta. But I mean, he's cool now. I just think it was way too early for him to be taking a loss like that because how hot he was.
No, what's too
Because he
early?
got pinned a few weeks ago in the
Phoenix,
tag match.
man, Phoenix took it. I don't even care if Penta lose now. Phoenix took an L at his first WrestleMania and his second match.
Hey, if I lose at WrestleMania, I'm cool. That's a business. Hey, the world saw me.
Yeah, the world saw you, but not in your second match, bro. You could have put Dragon Lee up there for that. Had Ray Phoenix interfere. No one cares if Dragon Lee takes an L. He has an L in his name.
Yeah, but he's
Lee.
been doing that. So yeah, I don't know the whole end game with Grande Americano though. It's a weird thing they're doing.
I don't know. I thought they were gonna unmask him at Mania. I thought it was gonna kind of be a not too long term story, but that looks like where they're headed.
Which is
As
crazy.
long as Chad Gable gets a title out of this,
He
I
won't.
don't
He won't.
care. I hope that's not true, but I don't have faith in WWE like you. I'm just kind of like whatever. Dom needs a legitimate solo. He'll get a couple solo. Remember, Dom is very undersized, like frail, and you know what I'm saying. Dom probably weighs 180 in real life.
I don't think that's the problem. It's just the character. He's not
Yeah, but
his.
you put him in there with Braun Breaker, bro. It don't look like something. You put him in
You
there
know
with
who looked crazy in the ring tonight? JD McDonough. JD
mm,
McDonough. He's how tall is he?
yeah.
Like JD McDonough looked strange in the ring tonight.
Him and Finn is like mad small, bro. They're like
But
five
Finn is
seven.
proportion. JD McDonough. He looked like a Game of Thrones character. And his name is JD McDonough. He might be a Game of Thrones character. He studied witchcraft and wizardry at Hogwarts. Like,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dom built like a pack of Newports. Chill. But Dom got wrestling. Dom, they love WWE loves Dom. And rightfully so. He's been there since he was 8. His father's Rey Mysterio. He's got wrestling in his
yeah,
blood.
his style matches his. He's
His
not a
character.
short dude. He's just not over
He needs to
muscular.
put weight. Yeah, he got to put the weight on.
But that's the
What did
thing.
you
A
think
lot
about
of
AJ Styles
luchadors
loss?
aren't like Penta and Phoenix aren't really huge either. They just a little more compact.
What the fuck is 10 head? I can't even put that on the comp. Fuck it, we're gonna put that. Pat says killing him outside. Oh, he got to pause it.
Yeah,
JD
but it was
McDonough's
cool. What else happened tonight?
man. I don't know why my Twitter ain't working. Let's go back over here. Samantha Irvin dropped a flop. Um, Posts aren't loading right now. Well, I don't remember too much more other than Seth freaking Rollins running the
Yeah, we
gauntlet.
forgot something. Chat remind us, but I didn't expect to see Roman Reigns tonight. That was interesting.
The credits had already came on. I'm like, oh, they about to end it any second. It's gonna be one of them. Now you got to turn in next week.
Roman
But
showed
luckily,
up, and bro, Seth Rollins with Brian got two new Paul Heyman guys.
I do feel what you said about the end because I feel I hate when they just jump like I lost my title and they just don't care. They just move on. But if you're putting Braun Breaker in the world title picture already or close to it, he might still go for Intercontinental because what is Seth going to go for? You're not both going to go for the same, so it makes sense.
I think he's gonna be a heavy for a while, and then eventually move on. But with Paul Heyman, you don't know, bro.
Paul Heyman is exactly what both men need. They're going to go to the fucking moon. The Monday Night Messiah is returning, probably so. Probably. And them dogs get the barking. Whoa, whoa. Them as a tag team is going to be crazy. Roman versus Braun Breaker is crazy. Um, I wouldn't be surprised to get another person with them. I wouldn't be surprised because WWE. I think First Lady said it. 2025 is about to be
And
the
that,
year of the
but you
heel.
see, that's what killed a lot of competition when the bloodline became a thing, because so many people was involved in that story. Remember how we talked about
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all the people Roman could have faced, either left the company or moved on because of the time. But we skipped over one big thing, and it's sad that we skipped over this. You glanced over it. Jay Uso. Like, we even talk about Jay Uso. I felt like his energy was a little off tonight. Like something was a little off. I was expecting him to be
He was
super.
drunk. He hung over
Look, we saw him live at Wale Mania. Jey Uso been drunk for 2 weeks.
the whole time, bro. And I'm not even mad at it. Celebrate, brother. Get it in. But don't give this nigga no mic.
As you pour wine out of a bottle that you just opened with your teeth. We can see you,
It's not
HP.
wine,
Did you know
brother.
that?
It's Terramana.
We can see you.
I got tired of trying to get that top off.
Yeah, that celebration was weird. It was too long. Sami Zayn, like, why are you even out there, bro? Like, why?
It's gonna turn on him. Somebody put that in the comments. They thought the turn was happening. We made that comment. If Sami Zayn is Jey Uso's first challenger, pack it up. Pack it up. Title run is gonna be worse than Cody's. Because Jey Uso has a chance to be better than Cody or Gunther because he's gonna be the underdog almost every time. Bring some of them killers out. Where Drew McIntyre just came off a Damian Priest win at Mania. He should be like, I should be the number one contender. I won at Mania. You know what I'm saying? I've been a champion within the last 2 years, blah, 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 blah. And that guy doesn't deserve it. He's not good enough. He barely just be honest. Like that dude ain't good. The king of four moves.
They're gonna
And
have
then
to
that's
they're gonna have to package Jey Uso like Allen Iverson, dog. He got a little swag.
it's possible to do
He
that.
got to
Very
be
easily.
that
He's
little
the
engine
underdog.
that could, but
Don't
stop
send Braun
saying
to
I'm
Jay.
the engine that can't. Say I could. Say I will. Like, you got to be confident in your position.
You're the
That's
champ
the
now, yeah.
that's the
But
thing.
you don't want to send Braun at Jay when you got Seth Rollins. What's Seth Rollins gonna do? Seth Rollins is your number one. They even said he's the undisputed blah 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 top star, meaning he's gonna go for the top tier,
I wouldn't have
title.
been mad at Sammy, but that wouldn't have been my main event for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing, not even a Raw,
I wouldn't have, but
not
it
even
was
a Raw,
like,
because Sammy's been gone for a minute. You could work that. Remember when they did Sammy versus Roman?
and see,
They gave us
this
a
is the
storyline
problem
that led to that.
this is the problem with booking. Now we have Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, all tied in a story that's not around the championship. And that was Cody's problem. He didn't have contenders because they was tied around the bloodline. It's the same thing happening. These people are going to be tied together. That's 5 superstars. That could be legit
Don't
competition.
say Braun about to get that title back. I wouldn't be surprised if Paul Heyman says you could be the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. And Paul Heyman goes to have the 2 top star, the 2-man power trip. I know you said you wasn't like super, but at one point Stone Cold and Triple H had both titles and was going for the tags. I think they even had the tags. 2 dudes with attitudes. They did the same thing. Diesel was world. Shawn had the IC. They won the tags.
And
They
here's
didn't have a manager.
the other thing about this. Seth Rollins and Brian Breaker, people are going to love that.
Yeah.
So you're going to have this heel team that people are going to be cheering and rooting for every week.
Yeah.
And what does that do? That buries your baby face.
Hey, they better get good. No. But see, here's the kicker. Braun and Seth Rollins baby faces ain't mid-tier. They ain't gonna be getting like American made and shit. They gonna get like CM Punk, Drew McIntyre coming back around the block. Cody Rhodes trying to figure out, if they bring him over.
Man, people have forgot about Cody already. That's sad.
Dog.
That one RKO made the stock. The Randy Orton, if you know stocks, he split the stock tonight with that one RKO.
Because you should be asking. We haven't got to SmackDown for you to ask for your rematch.
And Randy done took it already without saying a word. Sometimes you ain't got to say nothing. You just let it happen. Enjoy it. But
it was good. It was good.
Did they even mention Cody Rhodes tonight?
Only in the vignettes of what happened at Mania.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
the
wild.
SmackDown guy. That's why I think these brands are all messed up with the Netflix.
Yeah, but Cena already fired the first shot, and they already moved on to the next thing.
Yeah, no time wasted. None. Like we didn't even get a chance to hear from Cody. To hear like I messed up, I let you down, blah blah blah. I'm gonna take some
We
time
saw
off.
both
Nothing.
of
No.
the champions tonight on one show. Is Cena even going to be at SmackDown Thursday? And the only thing I would really hate, I would hate that if we get Randy and Cody out of this, I don't want it because that should have been part of Cody's title run.
If we get Randy and Cody out of this, well, I think I don't know because I feel like John Cena will have to drop that belt before we get it.
I'm saying for them two to fight to compete to who's getting Cena, but we already know Randy's getting him. I don't know what you do with Cody next because he's not chasing.
He's not chasing. I don't. That's a good question. What is Cody's next move? Fight those killers. Fight those killers he didn't fight during his world title run, and watch him lose. You're gonna be like, damn, you were losing. But it's like, well, he wasn't fighting these guys. He wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
He said Cody about to join American Made. El Grande Nightmare Americano on the way.
Cody joining American Made is crazy.
Yo, and people of, but I've seen so much hate for The Rock these past 24 hours.
Yeah.
People feel like Dwayne The Rock Johnson really destroyed a lot of this story. Him showing up, not being around and being present. And no knock on Travis Scott, but Cody lost his title because of Travis Scott in hindsight.
It doesn't even make sense. Like, why is Travis Scott coming out during a match? Like, you're not a wrestler, dude. You're mad small. It kind of made me aggravated to hear before the match Cody telling Travis Scott he's got a receipt at WrestleMania coming. And my mind is like, why would he have a receipt coming? Because the only time you're going to see him is if The Rock is.
And you're not a wrestler. That's the thing.
Yeah. But that's that whole thing that Karrion Cross had a crazy
They
promo.
could have gave me a bunch of other Scotts for Travis Scott. You gave me Dennis
Byron
Scott. You could have gave me Michael Scott and Byron Scott. How you land on Travis Scott?
Yo,
No knock
isn't
on
there a Francis
Travis.
Scott?
He's a merch mover. I'll tell you that. He moves some merch. I got a pair of Travis Scotts in the closet. He sells merch. He has a cult-like following. It makes sense for him to be there. He was there, but it did. Cody Rhodes lost his title because of Travis Scott. Like, think about that.
The age of the social media star intertwining. You know what I mean? Fucking ISO Speed has a Royal Rumble elimination.
Look, I'm eventually always right.
Scotty Too Hottie is
You
crazy.
speaking of the age of the social media stuff. Me and you've been having that debate the past few weeks, and I say that's the problem. We live in the age of the social media star, and by golly, Karrion Cross is cut from the same cloth as the Archie Carter because Karrion Cross went crazy, and he had very valid points. I don't know if it's a promo he cut. I don't know if it was real or not, but he said a lot of factual things and how people feel.
2 questions. Okay, 2 questions. How you feel about Karrion Cross right now?
I feel like with the right push, he can be a. Here's my thing about Karrion Cross, right? I just don't think he ever fit the WWE like mold. In NXT, he was cooking, had the crazy title run, him and Scarlett. Came up to the main roster. I don't know what that was with the mask and the, you know what I'm saying, the 50 Shades of Grey outfits he was wearing. That was weird. That kind of put him in a weird spot. I don't think he's ever fit the WWE kind of mold for today's superstar. If that makes sense. I know in the 80s and 90s, he probably would have been a champ.
Chat, I gotta ask a favor, y'all. Do y'all remember a certain somebody?
Oh, you've been pushing for him. We ain't got to drag it out. You've been pushing for him.
Pushing for this.
But he got to get in the ring.
I'm just happy. He's good in the ring.
But he got to get in the ring more because he's been doing the backstage thing for a couple months.
I can't disagree with you, but that's a booking thing. They got to book him more. He was at the Royal Rumble.
And the WWE
why am I not in the Royal Rumble?
Problem right now. But
yeah, you got a lot of talent.
But here's the thing: if we living in the age of the social media star and the social media moment, they don't care about booking. It's all about the social media.
Yeah, that's
booking. Booking is like. I think the social media moment is what they care about. I think moving that merch is what they care about. Then the in-ring booking is what they care about. They could care less about how good he is in the ring because guess what? He gave them a moment.
He did now, and guess what? They showed him a real quick second tonight just to keep you in mind, and we'll see where he goes.
To let you know that he wasn't fired. That's what that was. Because he said, tell the man with the tie in the truck, go fuck yourself. And then Scarlett put out a tweet. She's like, "Yo, it's been real. Whatever happens after this happens." So
yeah,
I don't know how real it was, but it felt authentic. And I just love the way he talks.
Look at her face as he gets deep in the promo, and she's trying to pull him back, literally like, "Yo, like chill."
But see, like we talked in the chat earlier, I think they say, "Hey, here's a talking point." But when you get emotional and in a moment, things just come out. And
I don't even think it was a talking point. I think he just went in for a business for himself. I think he did. Do you remember the Miz with Daniel Bryan? That wasn't no talking. You know what I'm saying? He's tired of that shit. Like
that's what I said. It comes out. But like he said, we had this conversation too on a previous pod about wrestlers want to wrestle, dog. Don't tell me be a good soldier, Bill Goldberg, when being a good soldier gets me nowhere.
When people call Bill Goldberg, they don't fuck with
they hate you. You're on Bill Goldberg. You're Words Jericho. You just made the list. But nobody wants to be a soldier because you know what soldiers do, Jerry?
Follow orders. You talking to you talking.
Right,
I
right,
will do
right.
what I'm told, as I'm told, when I'm told,
Don't
how I'm
ask no
told.
question. Put your boots on the ground. That's
Let's
it.
go.
And
And then, and then
soldiers,
and then when you don't make it and you question your own success, like, why am I not being successful? People will tell you, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You be like, damn, I've been doing
bro.
it. You didn't give me no boots.
I learned this at a young age, bro. Somebody said if being a soldier and hard work paid off, construction workers would be rich.
VDM bomb. I would send Cross to NXT
And
to
here's the
rebuild. He
thing.
does not need to rebuild.
No,
His
he's already
personality.
rebuilt. He's been rebuilding himself.
Yes, when they fired Authors of Pain, that was actually good for him. I know he probably did not like that, but it separated him, and then he's been kind of cooking behind the scenes,
I
doing
tell
this whole
people
planting the seeds.
all the time, peace gets nothing done. War changes things. That's a quote from my favorite video game series and TV show, Fallout. Made an album about it. It's called Fallout Boy. It's streaming out. Check it out. War changes things. You gotta destroy shit to build shit sometimes. War is war. War is a necessary evil sometimes. Sometimes you gotta do the wrong thing to do the right thing. And that's what Karrion Cross said. And that's what it is. Especially in
And when you go to
jobs and
war,
business and things like that, you gotta stand up for yourself and let people. I tell people this a lot of times. Sometimes in life,
give me that juice.
you gotta remind people of who you are.
Nah, that's not it, Archie. You were supposed to hit us with that juice speech. He was like, sometimes you gotta get your wind beneath your wind.
Nah.
I thought you was about to go in that Bishop speech when they was in
No,
Steelhouse.
you know who Karrion Cross is? He Mekhi Phifer and paid in full. When he
Yeah,
was sitting in the
because
car.
hey, you know how I know you was right about war changes things? Because we gonna
Boom,
let me slide these panties to the side.
boom,
Boom.
boom. We here? This where we
This
at?
Wednesday,
This where
this
we at?
Wednesday night.
We're gonna take a break from this beautiful episode of Monday Night Raw to bring you the follow announcement that's been paid, brought to you by the Wednesday Night Wars. Wednesday night, this Wednesday, upcoming Wednesday, King HP and the Archie Carter, we are having a draft. What are you drafting, Archie Carter? We are drafting you. If you're watching this, if you watch this podcast, if you want to be a part of this podcast, this is your chance. This is your opportunity because coming this Wednesday, we are drafting viewers to be part of our team. Real simple. These conversations we have that we pick from the chat. We don't see everything in the chat, right? We try to because we love interacting with y'all. But we want to make y'all part of this show by being part of our teams. So we have two teams that we drafted for this Wednesday. One is the Click, that is King HP's team, and he has the first pick because he beat me in the WrestleMania picks. So King HP will be picking at about 8:30 this Wednesday, the first pick in the draft. My team is Horseman 97. It's the same, but it's different. That's the Horseman motto. And if you want to be a part of this thing, all you have to do is be a member. We have several membership tiers, but just to be a member and be part of this,
Wednesday Night Wars.
we made this as cheap as possible. $1.99, get a membership, and your name goes in the transfer portal. Everybody that's in the transfer portal, everybody that's a member, no matter what tier you in, you will be getting drafted by either King HP or myself, the Archie Carter, to come on this show on Wednesday nights and talk that talk. We talking wrestling, and that's where it
But
starts. Where it
but
ends, we don't know. But it's the Wednesday Night War, and we're going to have a good time with y'all. So if you want to be a part of this draft, you have until like 12 o'clock tomorrow, Tuesday, because we got to lock it down. We got to get all the names, and we got to pick, get the names of who's available and who wants to be a part of this. Just because you're a
yes.
member and you get drafted doesn't mean you have to be on here. If you're not comfortable with being on camera, cool. We got a member who said he gonna be at work on Wednesday, but guess what? We still gonna get his questions and his chats when we can, and when he's available, he might be available on a Monday. He might be available on a Friday. We might do backlash picks and he's available. Hey, come on in, brother. We will find a way for you to get your money's worth, your $1.99 worth. Where else you gonna get that? I don't know, but If you want to be a part of this, check out the memberships on YouTube. If you on Twitter and you on Instagram, I've been telling you, come to YouTube because this is where we get active at, for real. Subscribe for free. Hit the notification button so you can know when we live. But if you want to be drafted, we're going to talk wrestling. We're going to debate wrestling. We're going to debate matches. We got the verses. We're going to redo live double ups, which is original content. We're going to do a lot of things on Wednesdays, and we want to do it with you. So the draft is happening this Wednesday. It's the Wednesday Night Wars. I got a team. King HP got a team. Z the Dropout said last night he don't got
Let's
a
get it.
team, but he want a battle. So if you're a battle rapper or you somebody who make music and you get drafted, Z the Dropout said not only will he battle you if you win, he's going to give you $100. And then HP said he's going to match that. So you can win $200 and battle Z the Dropout, who's been on URL, who's been in the trenches. Hey, that might be a dub for you, for real. And only people that's in the transfer portal or members can vote on the battle. So it's up to the people. This is
Hold on.
really about the people.
Not even to cut you off. You're not even eligible to even try to say your name to try to be a part of the battle. Like, oh, I want to battle. No, don't even say it. Don't even think it.
So, but this is
Don't even
really
think
about the people. Like I said, we made this as cheap as possible. $1.99. That's as cheap as we could possibly make it for it to make sense. And it's really just separating. I don't want to say the civilians, but we just Wednesday Night War military, right? We're gonna separate the civilians. And I'm only saying that because if you really want to talk wrestling and kick it with us and chat, this is your chance to do it. We're not going to ignore people who's not part of this. You're still going to get your time, but it's definitely going to be a lot of chat and priority, and we ain't going to be able to focus on a lot of things once this is happening because we still
it's
putting
squad. It's a squad versus squad. You know what I'm saying? So you think
once
about it
we
when
engaged
we
in
put up
war, it's war. That's it.
when we put up a debate topic, it might be so and such. We doing 30-second eliminations. Yo, you got to state your piece. Blah blah blah. Whatever team is gonna come out of that. Oh, we doing this. We talking this. This piece has to get said. Might be 3-on-3. Might be 5-on-5. We might do a war game style scenario. It's going to be something where
it's going to be whoever show up, we figure it out. But guess what? It's happening every Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Wednesday about to be a new favorite day. And this Wednesday at 8:30 p.m., King HP will be making that first pick in the draft. And then we're going to reach out to everybody. So, not this Wednesday, but next, be ready. Because, hey, Wednesday Night Wars it is. We picked Wednesday because Wednesday's the day we don't have to cover live wrestling. It's the middle of the week. We're gonna pick up in the middle of the week. We're gonna have fun on Wednesday. And most people were available Wednesday around that time. Again, we can't cater it to everybody's schedule, but the majority Wednesday worked for them, and that's what we went with. And I ain't gonna hold you. We got some people in this transfer portal that want to be a part of this. So if you want to be a part of it, you got till 12 o'clock tomorrow to get your membership and get drafted. And then I think we're gonna do like a rolling 2 months draft. So you won't be able to do this for like another 2 months. You got to sit here for 8 weeks and watch us act a fool on Wednesday night, wishing that could have been you. But you know what I'm saying? You were stingy with your 20 dimes, your 40 nickels, your 100 pennies, just $2. Like I said, we're trying to make it reasonable for y'all because, like I said, we're not trying to get rich off this, but it had to make sense. And we say HP. I say HP. Let's change these memberships. We rearranged all our memberships just for this. So if you want to get a higher membership, that's cool. But if not, get the bare minimum, and you can be a part of this. And I think just being part of the first time for something is history. And you're going to see other pods start doing this. But remember where you saw and heard it first. Right here, Azrael Podcast, the Wednesday Night Wars with the Click. That's King HP's team. He got the first pick. And Horseman 97. That's my team.
I was about to say, you put them up. I was about to say,
come on, baby. It's the same, but it's different.
Oh, you want to put it up?
Go ahead. Come on, baby. This is what you repping. Oh, look at it. It's the same, but it's different, baby. Horseman 97. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Know how
I
good that's
like
gonna
it.
look on your t-shirt when you
Oh, let
walking
me
down the
slide
street.
panties to the
When
side.
you walking down the street and people say, "What's that?" You say it's a horseman thing. You wouldn't understand. Know what you tell them when they ask you about your shirt and your 97 chain? Tune in on Wednesday. Catch me on Ad 12 Podcast. It all makes sense. That's all you gotta tell them.
Hey, just remember, you might be a member. You might be a member of the Horseman 97. It's all love. But, but if you don't like
If you don't like
4 finger
legacy, if you don't like
rings,
classic, if you don't like sophistication and class, I mean, it's other options out there.
hey, hey, just know this: if you trying to go to war and come out victorious, ain't none of this. Ah, yeah, we just gonna have a nice little debate. Hell no, we leaving Triscuit crumbs and
Oh,
and
okay.
bear hats in the wake. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Just come, just just come kick it with the clique. You know what I'm saying? We just some dudes kicking it. You
mm.
know what I'm saying? We just some dudes kicking it, baby. You know what I'm saying? We just some
Your
dudes kicking it.
logo, your logo having different flavors of hoodies is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. That's fire, but that's crazy.
You know what's funny as hell? When dude did it for me, I was like, can you change their hoodies? And
That's
he was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
that's
Like,
crazy.
yeah.
That's insane. But you know what I'm saying? I got another one. You know what I'm saying? We got different logos, man. We've been having fun, man. Me and King HP.
Oh man.
One thing you're gonna know about this, we're gonna have fun with this, and we are gonna show up every Wednesday, like we say. And if we not, we'll let you know. And we're gonna put a lot of time and effort into this. So we about to have a lot of fun on Wednesdays, man.
Age, rage, make HP mad. It's a lot of shit, man.
Ain't
It's
no
gonna be
beige.
great.
We chilling over here. Beige, rage who? Ain't nothing make me mad. Animals get mad. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody
Yeah.
that's in the transfer portal. Shout out to you know, bruh, that logo is crazy. I wasn't expecting. I never saw that. He trying to drop that. I sent them 2 logos of mine today.
I
The
didn't
half
want
for
to.
the
I was
night.
like, "Oh shit!"
And
I
he
don't.
dropped. He's okay. He trying to drop the bomb. Man, Raw wasn't the only show tonight with a bunch of surprises. HP the HP put out a logo. It looked like an old Lyricist Lounge album cover. That's fire though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna, what?
Those don't look. I need Tims. I need my
Hey,
Tims. You
one
know.
thing I might be a lot of things. One thing I'm not is a hater. That was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. That was
I
fire.
wanted it true to character. I wanted
That,
4 me's, and the only reason there's 4 is because there's 4 horsemen. So I wanted one
that
killer
logo
for
looked
every
like it
one of his.
smelled like Hennessy. That logo. I ain't gonna hold you. That's fire. That's
Oh my
fire. I
god!
wasn't expecting that. So yeah, you can see how much fun we have talking about this, and the chat has been excited for about 3 weeks about this. And it
There's
was
more
I
surprises to come, Archie. I'm gonna share the next surprise with you though. Off.
Nah, I
Off.
don't want just keep dropping them. I like that. I like that. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the transfer portal, everybody that's new to the channel. We have a lot on this channel. We offer in the wrestling world. And if you were on Instagram today, my new page dedicated to me talking about wrestling and other things is Tables, Ladders, and Chill. I just dropped my WrestleMania Night 1 rap recap. I'm dropping my WrestleMania Night 2 recap tomorrow morning. And I'm just having fun over there doing my kind of own thing on Tables, Ladders, and Chill. When we not on here, I'll probably be on there. And yeah, man, it's fun. So Tables, Ladders,
Nice.
and Chill at Tables, Ladders, and Chill is the arch card. And it's the chill part because one thing about this podcast, sometimes we not talking about wrestling at all. And HR don't like that. So we had to find a place to do it. That's what the chill is. So it's tables, ladders, and chill with the Archie Carter on Instagram. So tap into that. But yeah, man, Raw was cool. It was a good Raw. 10 out of 10. We'll recommend. Chat, anything y'all want to touch on Raw before we get up out of here? Because like I said, we're not gonna be here too long because we got some drafting to talks to have. We gotta get ready for Wednesday because Wednesday's a big day right here on Mike. He did that's exactly what he said. I want 4 me's.
Oh man, that shit was crazy. Raw over Mania. It took Mania to make this Raw great though. So it's hard to say, but yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but Mania was 2 days. It should have been. It should have crushed this.
Yeah.
You
When you
had
say
two
it like that,
days. You
yes.
had 2 days.
The motherfuckers did it in just under 3 hours. From start to finish. 2 title matches.
And Stephanie ain't
Debut.
had to do that yam yam Bigelow move like that.
Hey, I know when Charlotte did
But
it,
Booker T was
they
choking
wasn't
on her
saying one
chicken
more time.
bones.
They wasn't male doggy. What up? What up? What up? Come get part of that transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? You could either be one of the ringmen.
Horseman, baby. You got the other logo? Throw that one up there so the potential horsemen or horsewomen can see what we working with over here. Yeah. Yeah, that's so we mysterious. Nah, but that plays into it. It's some things coming.
I got some other shit. I got some merch. Hold on, I'll send it to myself. Hold on,
I
let
know
me
you
put it
got
in
some
the.
stuff coming. Yeah, Horseman 97. I
I
like
got
it.
some whole shit
We
coming.
don't need colors and you know what I'm saying? We don't need all that. Black and white. We straight up with it.
All right, watch this. Watch this. Hold on.
The
Goddamn it,
HP be doing stuff on the low. That's why HR be
bro.
on us, man.
I be moving. I be moving. I be at work. I be using my phone. I be doing shit I ain't supposed to be. I shouldn't even say that online. You know, no
I
shit ain't
told
supposed
you
to
we
be.
can see you and hear you and record you. I think you forget. But yeah,
On my
chat,
lunch
anything
break.
y'all got for us because we're gonna be getting up out of here real soon. Oh man.
Mm, mm. I'm gonna have to take my government off, but you know what I'm saying. I might, you know what I'm saying, get that.
This guy.
This guy does a lot. This guy been moving, and this guy been moving. And don't forget, I already had a black and white. I threw that black and white, the initial one, up there last night. You know
How
what I'm
many
saying? I had.
logos you got, HP?
It depends because I have a merch opportunity here, and I want to make sure that the click, you know what I'm saying, the click is ready to go because I seen you had a black and white, but I did a black and white
I think
yesterday,
I'm
and I
just
was
gonna keep black. I'm just gonna keep it that way. It's simple. It's simple. It's classic. You know, that's what the horsemen are.
imagine
We classic. I'm saying
imagine have the king of Zamunda.
he got his own money. When I say the boy got his own money, he got his own money. Oh my goodness, it is you. You ever did your draft
Yeah,
with your movies?
no, not yet, not yet,
The
not yet,
greatest
not yet.
black movie ever,
I
whatever
got
he
a
was doing.
time where I'm trying to, yeah, because I gotta add a new one to that list.
Did you see Sinners? You talking about
Sinners,
Sinners?
yeah,
You can't add that to that list. That won't be. It won't make it
shit and me.
nowhere. It ain't. It ain't. You can't call something classic being out 1 week.
Listen,
I want to see
I would like
Magazine Dreams though. Jonathan Majors got
I
me
would
interested in that movie.
I would like to. I got to see that too. I would like to disagree with you,
He a little too
respectfully.
naked. So if something could be a classic after being released. And we see this is the type of talk we're gonna have on Table Ladders and Chill when we get a little bit away from the wrestling. So follow the Instagram page, Tables, Ladders, and Chill. You can call something a classic after being out a week.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, because it breaks boundaries. Ryan Coogler's movies almost it's damn near a first of its kind. Like you can go, oh, we got Vampire in Brooklyn. Like show me the layered meanings in that, and there's none.
You know what I'm gonna
Ryan
disagree with you on?
Sinners
Well, I'm gonna disagree with you
Sinners
on
is
that, HP.
crazy.
I think a
Sinners
lot
is
of
crazy.
times in this day and age, things don't really. I'm not talking about this movie, just talking about in general.
In
Things
general,
don't be having meanings or that deep, but people make them that deep.
no, this is totally that
No,
deep.
I'm not saying this movie. I'm just saying in general.
Oh, most times they like to just let's get a product out, and it's good. It's good.
People
In
like to
Sinners,
make things what they want it to be because you can make anything what you want it to be. And if you say something enough, it eventually becomes the truth.
like
But
here's the wild part. Even the score, the songs they were singing, heard it was crazy and it's super deep. Yes, even the songs that the white dude was singing have the correlation to how the Irish who went through their slave thing goes to why he is respecting these black people at this juke joint. It's crazy. So you're like, damn, I didn't know that. Yo, listen to the song, and then look up the song, and then Ryan
You
Coogler did this
talking to
with
somebody who's never seen Roots or Color Purple. I'm supposed to be in that movie though. So I told you that. Sinners.
No. I ain't never know you ain't never you don't know who Chicken George is?
Never seen Roots, never seen Color Purple. Never saw Eve's Bayou, never saw Jason's Lyric. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Nah.
Archie, we gotta catch you up to speed, brother. We gotta do one movie a week till we get you
I
right.
think I've done fine in life without.
Yeah, Vinny, man. You heard? And he ain't watched The Wire. There's certain things. That's why you now the complexion makes sense. You were supposed to be out here looking like me.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Since I moved this for the night, I look mad light skinned. I look like a damn albino when it's light
Your
tonight.
tone has definitely perked. It has peaked.
I
It
look
has
crazy. I'm looking at myself right now, man. Oh, that's wild. I gotta
your
switch this.
melanin has withered.
I look super light skinned tonight in this light.
Yeah. I almost thought you had freckles. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn.
I do. You just never see them. Yeah, I look mad light skinned tonight. And me saying that probably didn't help.
The beige rage.
Nobody want to be a horseman no more? Well, Snoop said,
Nah,
y'all
brother.
don't love Snoop Dogg?
Nah, brother. See, at least you got to see those BET, those Source Awards. At least you saw that. But you can't
Yeah.
watch all the hood shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch Roots.
I've never
Alex
seen
Haley.
Roots, bro. I've never seen it.
Yeah. Oh man. Um, you just dropped to third pick. You're gonna start questioning your GM status. Like, I don't want to be on there.
I think
Oh
I'm
man,
Donald Sterling out here.
dog. We might have to take it past wrestling. That might have to be. You know, they did that list of the greatest black wrestlers. That might be something we have to debate on Wednesday Night Wars.
What's crazy is that list wasn't that long. That's the crazy thing. Like, that's
It's bad.
wild. Because a lot of the history gets buried or never spoken about. I saw people debating about Hulk Hogan taking Big Cat Ernie Ladd's moveset and finish. So it's one of
So
those
Archie,
things.
you seen Coming to America, right?
I've seen Coming to America, yes.
Okay. So I
My
can't tell you.
son works.
So I can't tell you like this is the Princess of Munda and shit.
Nah.
You ain't gonna go for that.
Put a pipe in
Right?
it, Jeffrey. The boy's in love. Coming to America was amazing. Coming to America 2? Nah,
If
nah.
Coming to America too, you know what's funny? This is a decent movie. It's just decent, you know what I mean? But
We don't need
Eddie,
decent coming off one of the best movies ever made. Like, no.
you count Blade as a horror movie?
Who?
Does Blade count as a horror movie?
I don't know. I never seen it.
Probably not. He knows not what he.
I've never seen it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You got a whole channel called Hall Priest the Universe where you talk about movies and all this stuff. I will sit
Yeah, bro.
down and watch how you do on every Sunday. HP goes live. He watches this show called From. They do recaps and breakdown. He's actually interviewed like some of the stars of the show. I will sit down and watch some stuff with you live on your channel and talk about it. Or you can get my reaction as I'm watching some of this stuff. I would do that with you.
I'm not sitting there for 2 hours to watch a movie. That
No, I ain't
we
saying a
supposed
2-hour movie now.
we are
I ain't
supposed
said
to talk.
that.
All these movies. You've seen Malcolm X. You've seen
And that's my problem right there. I'm gonna tell you. If a movie is longer than an hour and 30, 35, 45 minutes, I don't want to see it.
So you never seen Dead Presidents?
I've seen Dead Presidents.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, younger me would sit, but older me, if it's an hour and 45 minutes, that's very shaky for me.
What about What about I don't want to just do gangster movies that black people always, you know what I'm saying? What about Soul Food?
No, I seen Soul Food. I'm still mad that he left that rag on the stove and burned Big Mama house. It was
Okay.
me. I left the rag on the stove.
Okay.
Soul Food had one of them scenes in it that I remember very vividly as a kid.
Harlem Nights, that's a good perfect one.
Oh, Harlem Nights is fire. I seen Harlem Nights.
What actor? What
They
I'm gonna
actually
say what
they
black
actually said it was saying that Harlem Life was like this part two to Harlem Nights, which I think is a dope
life
correlation.
was the hard it's not, but it could it could fool the eye and
That's what they
you
were
can make it
saying, yeah. So I think that's a
yeah.
cool correlation.
Yeah,
What
because they
about
used a lot of references in life from
well this
Harlem Nights.
is
I used
yeah,
to
this is yeah, this is yeah, because they say he left and went and did all this stuff. So
And then they even say, I used to know a bitch named Della. You know what
don't
I'm
say the
saying?
word
Like,
watch. Say little clock or something. Some shit.
yeah, the wood
Life
was
was
fire. Uh, you said you never seen Eve's Bayou. You said
no.
you seen Vampire in Brooklyn?
Long time ago. That was a horror movie. That wasn't no comedy.
Yeah, I was doing the thing about black
I
vampires
know a vampire in Brooklyn. His name's Gamage. He been running around Vegas for 2 weeks.
on No Sleep.
Shout out to Gamage and DNA. They were burning the candles to the end of WrestleMania. They on their way on flights, finally leaving Vegas to where, who knows. But yeah, shout out to the
DNA was at
gang.
Raw tonight.
Vegas, they got it in. Like I said, I'm the king of the 1 day turnaround trip. All I got is a backpack and a ticket and a return.
You don't even pack draws, y'all.
So when I
What
go
happened to
somewhere,
stuff?
I'm one and done. I'm one way Archie.
Yo, I might have to start that tournament sooner than later because I'm watching this because I wanted to go for a summertime effect, and it's not
Now when you
long
talk
enough.
about like sitcoms, I'm a sitcom kind of guy. So, but movies,
I got a
I don't have
tournament for that one too.
I don't have the
Greatest black
patience.
sitcoms.
And I got and like I think some sitcoms didn't age well. I don't think Martin aged well. So I think the Jamie Foxx show was underrated. I think Family Matters is my favorite sitcom of all times because I think Harriet Winslow was like the dopest TV mom, and she's underrated. But let's see, we could
I'm gonna give
debate
you a
this
little
on
lesson about
Wednesday
Martin.
too if you want to. But
Martin was the first show that didn't use a nuclear family.
you know what? They got a spinoff of Martin with Varnell
The
Hill,
dude,
Tommy
yeah,
Davidson. I think that'll be fire. It might be a little too late, but hey, it's worth a
yeah,
shot.
Archie tripping. I gotta put that on screen. Archie tripping.
I ain't
I
tripping.
don't care if you have Fresh Prince #1 or Martin #2 or Martin #3, but to say that
Martin
Martin's
is not the
overrated,
best sitcom of all time. Not at all. Martin was not the best sitcom of all time.
Living Single was dope. Fresh Prince was obviously fire. Wayne's brother were brothers.
Wayne's Brothers.
Happy.
Once you get past the first season of the Wayne's Brothers, that is a great show.
I think they're all good.
Bro, you
Yeah,
had the
fact.
Parenthood, you had In the House, you had Moesha, you had the Parkers, you had all this whole TGI Friday lineup. Yeah, Martin might
I
be
ain't never
top
watched
10, maybe
Moesha.
top 5, but Martin is not the greatest TV show of all time. Sitcom.
When you talk about black sitcoms, oh wait, I got a tournament for that one too.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw off top of the head, but Living Single was fire.
Living Single was fire, but I love the Jeffersons growing up. I also love Sanford and Son growing up.
Girlfriends was fire.
Yeah.
Like
Um, you remember Eddie Murphy's claymation show called the
the
PJs?
PJs. Yeah.
That bitch was fun. I think it was only around for a season, but that
Everybody
shit.
Hates Chris is a great TV show.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah,
It
Martin.
just
Like I
it
said,
came at
Martin
the
in
end.
the time. If you let the nostalgia fool you, yes. But and Martin only had most of Martin's best episodes were contained in the same seasons. Nobody's gonna say season 4 and 5 was their favorite seasons of Martin.
Definitely not the last season. The last
Yeah,
season,
so we talking about sitcoms as a whole. Martin has some bangers now, some quotables and all that, but I don't think it's the best TV show sitcom. See, this is a table, ladders, and chill conversation. And a Wednesday night war thing. We can go to war about anything. But we just talking now. So if you here for the wrestling content, this is what HR hates. So we ain't gonna be on here too long. Just so happens HR, both of the HR team members on airplanes right now.
They're gonna have a meeting tomorrow, goddammit. They're gonna be calling at 11:15.
I think I done
Hey.
turned some people off from being horsemen tonight. I ain't never seen Roots. I don't like Martin.
Oh my god. Which
I
sitcom
gotta
was better
draft
than
myself.
names? And keep it real. I know you used to watch Degrassi. I never watched Degrassi.
I've never watched Degrassi either.
It's out of my timeline. By the time Degrassi even you
Bro,
know what I
I
mean?
didn't know Degrassi was a thing until Drake said he acted on it. Then all of a sudden everybody I knew watched Degrassi. I've never heard of Degrassi.
I used to watch a show called
Here you
Hey
go.
Dude. It was
I
called
remember
Hey
that.
Dude. We live a while on a living rent. Like yeah.
It was
I ain't
this
gonna lie.
TV show on Disney used to come on called Bug Juice. It was about summer camp. That show made me want to go to summer camp so bad. I was like, I gotta go to summer camp. I never went to summer camp, but
Yo,
Bug Juice was fire.
shout out to all the black grandparents that used to whoop their kids for doing what I used to set up my living room because black grandparents. I used to live with my grandparents. I didn't live with my parents.
Here we go.
So
Here we go.
so
HP's been activated. We haven't had one of these in a while.
so all the plastic is still on all the furniture. You know what I'm saying? You can't put your feet in the seats, but like sometimes out of a rare occurrence, they don't take me to church. And in this time, it's like, yo, let me call up my friends. I want to come over. Hey, what we doing? We gonna play. What we playing? Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That was it.
Oh, word.
That was it.
Hey, we would set the chairs and the couches up,
I
and we
wanted
gotta
to be
like
a
jump.
silver salamander so bad.
We would jump from one thing to the other. And I remember somebody
Bro,
broke my grandma's chair.
that Legends
Oh,
of the Hidden Temple was the best game show
I think I ever seen.
ever. Like
Maybe Double
Legends,
Dare, but
Double Dare
Legends
was
of the Hidden Temple
fire,
was
but
next
Legends of the
level.
Hidden Temple and Where in the World is
That shit
Carmen
was
San Diego
different.
was fire too.
Yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple was like different. Like
That was next level.
yeah, yeah. Because like, okay, Double Dare you get slimed and shit. All right, cool. You gotta like do mazes and shit. You
I thought
fucking
Supermarket Sweep was dope too, because I'm like, I'm gonna either get the meat or the medicine. That's that game. Supermarket Sweep was fire. And I always
they
wanted to
should
go
have
on the Price is Right to play Plinko. I just wanted to play Plinko, dog.
Oh my god.
I don't
You know I
ask
have
for
a whole
much out of life, man. So
you know
much
I
out.
have a whole playlist dedicated to old ass songs, like not even old songs, right? Literally
You know what
childhood
else is a
shows.
good TV show that's underrated? Good Times. Good Times was fire. They never had no Good Times on Good Times, but Good Times was
Like
definitely
I don't know
underrated.
if you can hear it. Turn it all the way up. I only can play 10 seconds because you know the motherfuckers be tripping.
HP, you got playlists. I used to watch a lot of westerns as a kid, though, like Rawhide and all that type of stuff. Three Stooges was I used to love the Three Stooges as a kid.
I can't play that much. Remember Butt Ugly Martians? I don't. That
Dinosaurs
was
was
that
a lit TV show too. Dinosaurs, it was sad. The ending of Dinosaurs was sad.
you used to watch 18?
Yeah, B.A. Baracus in him. 18 was lit.
I used to watch that shit with my
I used to watch
grandfather.
MASH. I was watching In the Heat of the Night. Don't know why.
Yo, why won't my phone work?
It was a lot of. Well, we grew up in a time where it was a lot of TV shows. Like the TV show was a big deal.
Yo, we had this conversation at work.
Highlander. Highlander was lit.
80s. The reason why kids today aren't structured and they be late to shit and they have no concept of time. They always like, oh, when you were a kid,
You could do
time like
anything at any time these days. Right now, I could go
right.
watch Monday Night Raw. Back in the
Yes.
day, I had to be in front of that TV at 8 o'clock, or I
No.
missed.
Remember at 7:57. Remember when Raw started coming on 3 minutes early, and you was like, oh shit, Sunday morning cartoons. If you missed the 8:30 cartoon, whatever it was, because remember Batman came on around 10, then like Ninja
HP.
Turtles.
We grew up when TV used to go off at 12
Yes.
o'clock. TV went off, and there was nothing on
Yeah.
TV from 12 to 7 but squiggly lines. They used to play the Star Spangled Banner. The planes to fly across the screen. You see
Not
the
the
big
mama. What was that show? Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. Yeah, you see the big flag waving. Then the TV goes off. Nothing stops these days. You can go watch anything right now. You can go eat anywhere right now. You can call people anywhere right now. You can get on the
Yo,
game.
I
Is
remember
somebody
we
on the
didn't have
game right
ATM
now?
cards.
Huh?
We didn't have so you had to go to the bank to get your money, or you wasn't gonna have no money.
That's why people not getting sleep is one of the biggest health things in people's health these days. Because we don't sleep, we don't allow ourselves to rest, we don't cut our brains off. Like we don't stop. Like the world, like things don't stop, man. So
My brain don't ever cut off.
slow
I'm just
down
mad.
and chill out, man. Whatever you gotta do to chill out, and give yourself some structure. Give yourself some discipline. That will help you. Trust me, it will
Yeah,
help you.
that's where they're from. Every week why don't y'all just do a no? Every week, Sunday at
Like
9.
once I break my routine, it's hard to get back into it. And then I was traveling the past few weeks, all this stuff going on. I'm just not getting back in my groove. I'm going to bed and getting up at like 3 to go work out 3 o'clock in the morning just to get my routine back. Like, so yeah, get some structure, get off the phone, put the phone down. Like, I
My
tuck
phone
my
is
phone
crazy.
under the pillow just so I don't touch it at night, or I plug it up and stick it under the bed. Like,
It's
I
gonna
don't,
explode.
if it do, it's been real
Supposed to
knowing
do that,
y'all.
brother.
Been real knowing y'all.
It's radiating.
Radiating. Man, you know what we eat and breathe?
There's a disclaimer in every single phone about how far you got to keep it from your
It's a
body.
disclaimer about charging your phone and being on it. My phone is charging the wall right now as I talk to you. But yeah, cut the phone off, man. Cut your brain off. Get some
Zeno's
REM
wild.
get some REM sleep. Get some good getting good sleep will change your life. And if you're not getting good sleep, that means there's some things in your life you need to change. That got your
Get a
brain
sleep apnea.
huh? You
Get a
got
sleep apnea.
your brain or something's not wired or something bothering you internally that you don't know that's keeping you up. Work that out, get you some good sleep, and get a better diet, right? Your diet is not just what you eat, it's what you watch, it's what you hear, it's what you see. Everything you intake is your diet. So it's okay to scroll and get lost on your phone, but all day, like the FOMO, and you ain't fear of missing out is not real. You ain't missing out. Be in the
It's always
moment. Be where you are when you're there and enjoy the moment because that's what this is about. Because after this moment, it's the next. Enjoy your moments, enjoy your
hey,
time. And I always say, do things you
you ain't gonna get
love
none of
with
them
the
facts.
people you love, even if that person is yourself. So that's my thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
You talk about yourself in plural?
No, I'm saying do things you love with people you love, even if that's yourself. Do things you enjoy by yourself. Like,
Oh, you are people.
I mean, sometimes I do a lot by myself.
I do too. I like to go to. I just went to Saw Sinners by myself. You know what I'm saying? What else did I went to do? I went to see Kevin Hart by myself. That was wild. People was
That's
why did
crazy.
you
Going
go?
to see Kevin Hart by himself. Now, if it ain't
I
me
had
and the
great tickets
fam,
too.
if it's not me and the fam, it's like me. It's like, bro, I don't know. My circle is y'all. If you want to chat right now, you my friend. In real life, and don't know
You know why I
it.
like to do stuff by myself? I don't have to.
People will ruin your
Who is
plans.
that? Oh,
People will ruin your plans and have you
yeah.
missing things.
I
because
like, you know what I like? I like previews at movies. I like sitting next to my date and being like this and which and when motherfuckers like it's just the previews, I'd be like,
you the dude in the movie, we gotta say shut the hell up to.
no, I don't talk to them. I can't understand how you talking. Why you asking me what happened? This is the first time we both seeing it.
Do you buy snacks at the movie?
Nachos or pop, one or the other.
I knew you said yeah.
Yeah, why would I go to the pop? What am I gonna do? Just sit there and look at the movie? Oh,
Nah, bro, you gotta get them snacks in there.
I don't. So when I was a kid, one year I went to my Halloween candy. And my mom caught me, and she was like, "Oh, you want to go and get candy?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Oh, you want to lie?" So she was like, "Come here." So she sat me at the table and she made me eat that whole fucking. I was sick as fuck.
You
I
ate
don't
a
eat candy.
whole. What'd you eat? Like what you?
Yo, it was Reese's. It was fucking Twizzlers. An hour later, she's like, "Keep going, keep going." She's
Your
sitting there
mom
cooking
made you
dinner. I'm
eat all your Halloween candy in one sitting.
like, yo, I was sick as fuck.
Did you
And
cry?
yeah, yeah, I
You
was
was
crying like
crying
I'm about
eating.
to cry now talking about it.
You was
I
crying
don't
eating
like
candy.
candy. I'll fuck some chips up right now. You bring some chips, you be like, "Oh, you wanna?" I might eat a Snickers here and there. But nah, candy. You bring your pack of now laters. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm
Look
good.
at what you triggered by. That's crazy because you never know what triggers somebody.
Yeah, candy. I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. I'm 43 years old. I got two cavities and all my wisdom teeth, and
I
it's
got
all
all
that.
my wisdom teeth. You wouldn't know it because I'm dumb sometimes. But
Yeah, I never had the chipmunk face. Triscuits is banging. Y'all should try
I
them
got 3
bitches.
boxes. HP's suggesting. I got when I get off this chat. I got some goat cheese. I'm gonna try with the
Yo,
Triscuits.
cheese and Triscuits. I'm telling.
It's
Serve
like
that.
cranberry cinnamon
Hey,
goat cheese and a bunch of other. And
hey,
I'm not a cheese eater like that, so I'm expanding my palate and experimenting with some things.
expanding my palate. I like that, brother. If you are, I'm about to say something that might give me.
Don't
That
say
won't
it.
give me.
Let's just end the live. Let's just end the live. Don't say it. Save it for Wednesday. The draft is Wednesday, people. We about to get up out of here because I'm about to say. Sometimes you got to save your friends from themselves. This is the equivalent of me taking his keys and not letting him drive home. So, yeah, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. It's Monday. We will see y'all Wednesday about 8:15-ish. The draft. Join the transfer portal, $1.99. Get in there. And if not, you just got to sit back and watch us act a fool for the next 2 months on Wednesday nights right here on Atwell Podcast. Swing by Tables, Ladders, and Chill at Tables, Ladders, and Chill on Instagram. That's my new outside of here wrestling content page. Just dropped the WrestleMania Night 1 freestyle. Going to drop Night 2 tomorrow and possibly talk about Raw on there as well as the Archie Carter. Stream Good Karma. My latest album, which is out on all streaming platforms, is really good and you're going to enjoy it. It's very positive. You know, it's just good music to lift your spirits up. I ain't trying to be your favorite rapper, but I am trying to be the best part of your day. Hashtag draft day, Vinny and Dreddy. Hey, Frank, I gotta save my boy sometimes, man. I gotta save my boy. Shout out to Frank, shout out to Zell, shout out to Vinny,
Hey, I
shout
wish they would
out
have saved me
to
that one night in
uh
Jersey.
shout out to Eric, man. Look, if I ain't
It was
saved
too late.
HP in Jersey that night, we wouldn't be here. And you know what? We might tell that story one day, but not today. We've been on here long enough and we ain't trying to hold y'all. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Draft day is Wednesday. We excited. I think we got a lot of the draft picks in the chat. Good Karma, high quality production. Thank you, Bando. I appreciate you checking out the album. If y'all rap and got bars, I'm working on a new project right now. I'm always open to collabs. I will send you a beat, or if you send me a beat, I'll get on and send it back to you same day. I'm just in that type of mood right now. Yeah, so and HP, you know, Sundays he does his whole Pre's the Universe thing. He go live. HP working on the album too, and I'm still waiting on the
Yes,
invite
that's how I
to
keep
get
humming. I'm
on.
like,
So, you know what
send
I'm
it back the
saying?
same day, huh?
We should play out. We should do a versus with our albums or something like that. Just something cool, man.
I'm down to do it. I'm down to do it. I'm down to do it. Let me
Yeah,
put
but
boots to
I don't
ass.
know. You might
I
hit me
boots to
with
ass.
you might. I never heard a HP song. I think you're gonna give me some Black Thought. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I
Some
got
Black
for sure.
Thought, little Tribe Called Quest. Late
Yo, that's another thing. This wrestling bar shit with Z, chance for $200. So definitely make sure
Polo, you on the
and
West Coast. We on the East Coast and the South. Don't be sending us no messages about fish and grits and it's damn near. What time is it? It was over here. See,
yeah,
Polo, you
facts.
ain't right, big dog. You ain't
Fucking
right.
Pope.
Polo. And I saw them wings you
I did
cooked
the
up.
whole thing with my mic not in. Oh man, I'm tripping, bro.
Polo be chefing it up on Instagram. Yeah, man. We about to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Draft day is Wednesday. You got till 12
I
o'clock
ain't,
tomorrow. Then we locking it down. Then you will have to wait 2 months. And guess we gonna have a lot of fun in these 2 months. Right here on Answer Her Podcast. That is King HP. I am the Archie Carter. We will see y'all Wednesday. 8:15-ish. I keep saying ish because we need a little wiggle room. But I do know at approximately 8:30 p.m. Eastern time,
that first pick getting
somebody
made.
will be drafted by King HP, and you will be the first member of the clique. And then immediately following after that, you will be
Put
the
pennies to the
first
side.
member of the Horsemen 97. And after this Wednesday, next Wednesday, we go to war. Wednesday Night Wars right here on Answer Podcast. We will see y'all Wednesday about 8:15. Hope this week is good to you. Hope this week is good for you. We see y'all Wednesday. I'm the Archie Carter. That's King HP. We out. You heard?